Welcome back. Solace Sexual Assault Services is a crucial resource as for survivors of sexual assault here in northern New Mexico. And one of the major ways that they're able to help out is through their annual Race for Solace. Well, the race is going to be taking place virtually. That's on April the 1st through the 30th, and it serves as a virtual fundraising event in which the funds raised will go to provide support and advocacy services for survivors of sexual assault and their families. Joining us this morning about this race and how you can get involved, we are joined this morning by Mary Beth Lindsay and Patricia Varga from Solace Sexual Assault Services. Ladies, it's great to have you both with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So right now, let's kind of talk about the Solace Sexual Assault Services itself and some of the services provided. So kind of leave it up to whoever wants to fill
Sure,
that.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Solace has been serving Santa Fe and northern New Mexico communities for about 52 years now. And the services we offer are oftentimes after somebody has already been harmed sexually, like advocacy. So advocacy can be for adult survivors, resources, referrals, what we can offer them. We also offer forensic interviewing. So if children or youth have been harmed, they can also have interviews that maybe they would be with a trained adult rather than law enforcement. We also offer therapy at no cost, no health insurance needed. If somebody has experienced this harm, they can receive therapy at Solace. And then we also have education and prevention, which is one of the newest parts of this field, where we are able to go out into the community and start to talk about how we can possibly prevent future acts of sexual harm, because Solace's mission, with all the people who have worked at Solace in 52 years, we all believe in preventing sexual violence and empowering survivors so that we can restore dignity, strength, and resilience.
Sure, exactly, and we know that the smaller communities in northern New Mexico, there's a lot of distance between some of them, but to be able to have the resources available, Patricia, let's kind of talk about what that means.
Sure. Why now? I mean, why April?
Well, it's just how great it is that that these resources are available.
Oh, they are. They're phenomenal, and of course, they're, as Mary Beth said, they're at no cost to the clients, which means we're constantly raising funds and holding the Race for Solace and going into the community and doing phenomenal work that she does to educate people in the schools, et cetera. And the race is a beautiful thing for us because it dovetails with two things in April: Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and also National Child Abuse Prevention Month. The first one, Sexual Assault Awareness Month, started in 2001, and the second one in 1983. And that key word is awareness. So we're here to bring more awareness to the cause. And I'm going to share some statistics with you in the audience, which are going to bum you out, but in a good way, I hope, which will galvanize people to want to contribute to the race. So a couple things. One out of 4 girls in New Mexico during the year will be sexually assaulted. 1 out of 8 boys that we know of. 1 out of 3 to 4 women. And many of you may recall the book, Half the Sky, written by the journalist Nicholas Kristof. He brought to light so many things over a decade ago, the oppression against women, and 1 out of 3 women around the world will be violated. It's the horrific statistics. 1 out of 20 men approximately will experience some form of sexual violence.
Wow.
So this is depressing,
yeah.
But it also galvanizes people to help us with the healing process. The minute you walk into the building, the healing begins. Yeah. The other thing, if you don't mind, please, I got to tell you this, more numbers. Federal government is cutting their budget for our types of services to the tune of 40%, or $700 million.
Wow.
When that trickles down state by state by state, you could only imagine the enormity of how we make that money up. Even in New Mexico, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, and that's where this race comes in, is raising the funds for the wonderful organization. So real quick here, dates and times of how people can get involved with this.
April 1st is when the virtual race starts. I think you're going to be showing the link. Great, thank you.
Yeah.
How people can get involved. It's findsolace.org, etc. Very simple, very straightforward. You don't have to put your tennies on. This is really in the comfort of your own home.
There you go.
We need people to contribute because of the deficit, and I have to do this. There's a shout out to our sponsors.
Sure.
Wayne Steen at State Farm, Hutton Broadcasting, very generous. Modern Elder Academy, Peter Ives Enterprises, Christus St. Vincent Medical Center, There's a law firm called Eagle, Fairlick, Martinez, and Harwood, and of course Hub International. They kicked us off. Now we're trying to raise $52,000. We need support.
There you go, and that's where you come in. Again, taking place April 1st through the 30th. Ladies, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.